Hello everybody, and on this video I want to talk about my original shrimp tanks. My very first shrimp tanks. Here they are. Now, well over a year and a half later after being started. You'll have to excuse a little bit of algae growing on the glass because I'm leaving it there because the young baby shrimp like to feed on it. This first tank, all three of these tanks are 20 highs. This tank has always been doing really well. Snowballs. Again, we have dirty glass issues, but I've sold hundreds of shrimp out of this tank. And I'll continue it. There's an orange one in there. I don't know how he got in there. But he'll get caught out. Lots and lots of them. And this tank, the population is kind of low right now, believe it or not. Because over the summer I've sold tons and tons out of this tank. These guys seem to be popular this summer. Spring and summer I sold quite a few. But their numbers just keep recovering. Look at this big old pile of snails. I just fed them. New plant I've been trying in my tanks lately. Ludwigia. It grows better in this tank than any other. Those were just little 2-inch clippings like 2 weeks ago. And now they're doing really well. These tanks go from being completely run over by moss or guppy grass, and I got them all out, and the shrimp, they don't care. They just keep making more and more shrimp regardless. And this next one started around the same time. Yellow goldenbacks. Ludwigias. This is my biggest piece of Ludwigia. Right here. I cleared out I don't know how much moss out of here. Just making it come back. I can't remember in this tank if it's rocks or driftwood, but the moss is overtaken whatever is back there. I don't know, I think this one is rocks. I don't even remember. It's been covered up by moss for so long. But these are the yellow goldenbacks. Another popular shrimp for me to sell lately. I've sold lots and lots of these guys. They're all gathered to fed them, and when the tanks overcome with duckweed like this one is, all the feed drops down to one spot, and all the shrimp gather up in that one spot. These tanks are filtered by little aqua clears. I think they're the 30s. These two are actually my originals. This one did not become a shrimp tank until about 2 or 3 months later. So this tank is a little bit younger, the shrimp tank. This tank was actually a guppy tank. And then, thankfully, my third tank, my original fire red tank, so we get a better view on this side. And not really, but this tank is making a comeback. I had tons and tons and tons. This tank was completely crazy. In fact, this tank is what I've started all my other. There's a little baby swimming around. This fire red tank is what I've started all my other fire reds. My fire red's in the Rainbow Tiger Endler 75-gallon tank. I seeded it with probably 15 or 20 of these guys out of this tank. And I sold tons of them there for a while. Sold lots. And I sold almost all the adults because I had tons of babies. And then out of the blue, little did I know, I may have done something to contribute to it, but unbeknownst to me at the time, all my little babies died. And there's only a handful of shrimp in here. And went this way for, heck, probably like 7-8 months. Just a small, tiny population surviving. And I didn't really get what was going on. Well, this is the tank that has driftwood in it. And this tank, it kept coming and got the cloudiness, fogginess, tannins, whatever you want to call it, that I assumed was being caused by the driftwood, kept giving me problems. And so I put a thing of carbon insert I put in that filter, and the tank got cleared up, and I never thought anything of it. These are shrimp tanks with it filter intake sponges, so I'll be honest, these filters go months and months without ever being messed with. And all I do is put a little tiny pinch of food in here once a day anymore. So the impact on the filters, I mean, there's really not ever any crud inside the filters because of that intake sponge. I gotta service the intakes semi-regularly, but the actual sponges and aqua clears, there's never anything in there. So I'd gone, I forgot I left that carbon in there, and apparently it was leaching out. All the toxins in the water and whatnot had accumulated over the time, had accumulated, reached its full capacity that the carbon can hold, and was leaching out into the water. The impurities and toxins and whatnot that it had grabbed is my estimated, educated guess on what happened. And it wasn't even until I was like, well, I better clean out these filters. Getting up in there, and it's like, oh crap, there's like a 8-month-old, 10-month-old, whatever, old carbon for the aqua clear. So after I took that out, and I do my water changes every 2 weeks on these tanks now, and then slowly but surely the numbers are bouncing back up, and now there's a healthy population in here again, which makes me happy. Good, nice cherry shrimp. So that, and of course this is an overgrown, what the heck kind of mess right now. Probably gonna trim up a lot of these, suck out the duckweed, you know, all that fun stuff, but so that's the story of my 3 original shrimp tanks. Maybe you can learn something about the carbon bet. There's nothing special. People always ask me what's my secret. Well, I guess I'm lucky in that my extremely crazy hard water is perfect for neos and for guppies and anglers. I plant the tanks up, do my water changes, and my filters. And there's no secrets. Other than that carbon thing. So it's just not even using carbon on a shrimp tank. That is definitely my suggestion. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye.